online speech class. Here's my audience. So for this module of intercultural speeches, I chose to do a demonstrative speech on how to make Irish soda bread. This has been a tradition in my family since I was little. My grandma makes it every St. Patrick's Day, now my mom does, and now we do it. It became very popular in Ireland when Ireland didn't have a lot of money, and this was an easy, inexpensive thing to make for the families there. And it's very basic, very easy. One loaf usually is enough to feed 10 people. So let's get right into it. So the first step is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then you want to have a round baking pan greased with vegetable oil. And then in a large bowl, we're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients. First is 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Add it in. Then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So once you have all your dry ingredients in there, we're going to stir it together thoroughly. Make sure it's all nice and blended together. Then the next step is an important part. We're going to put in the butter. This is important because you have to have the butter sliced into thin pieces. So when you slice up your butter thinly, you slice those pieces again in half. So they're nice little chunks. And we're gonna add that into the dry ingredients next. It's 6 tablespoons of butter. So almost a whole stick, but not quite. So once that's all in there, you're going to take 2 butter knives or pastry knives, and you're going to toss the butter into the dry ingredients, like almost making like crisscrosses with the knives, to blend it with the dry ingredients and almost create like a crumbly texture as the dry ingredients are sticking to the little pieces of butter. This is an important part of making this bread. So once that's all tossed together and you got a nice little crumble going on, we're going to add the raisins. You need 1.5 cups of raisins. So pop that in and then just stir that together. Then next we have 2 eggs cracked in a separate dish, and you want to whisk it together with a fork. So you can add that right in. Then the next step is to add the buttermilk. This is also very important because we always use fresh buttermilk. We get it from Tanja's Farm, which is in Callicoon, New York, and they sell it at the local markets by my house. So that just really adds to the overall flavor of the Irish soda bread. So you add that in there with the rest of it. And then we're gonna stir it all again until everything becomes nice and moist. It's gonna be sticky, but that's okay. That's how it's supposed to come out. So you just wanna keep stirring until it's all combined nicely. Starts to get real thick and sticky, so you just want to make sure you're really stirring it well so everything's combined together nicely. Now, once that's all mixed together, you're going to take some flour and sprinkle it all over your counter on a nice clean surface. This is good because the dough is sticky, so it's gonna help with that. And then you just wanna make sure you put a little bit on your hands. So So I'm just gonna spread it all out. Then you're gonna plop the dough right on there. And you're gonna form it into a ball. Right on the flour. And then we're gonna start the kneading process. This is also very important when you're making Irish soda bread. So you start it out like this in a ball, and you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna push it down, and then you're gonna fold it up. Then you're gonna push it down again, and then you're gonna fold it another way. Push it down, fold it from the other side, push it down, fold it from the top, and you're just gonna keep kneading until everything's really pushed nicely together and blended together for your dough. It usually takes about 8 to 10 kneads, I guess that would be a good judge. Or whenever you think it's good. This is kind of a messy part, but it's fun. So, just keep going. Keep adding more flour on it if it's starting to feel like more sticky. So I think we're just about done. Then you're just gonna put it in a ball. And you're gonna take your pan and plop it right in the middle of the pan. Then, this is another Irish tradition. When you take your dough, you mark it on the top with a cross. And when you do this, you do it vertically and you say, "God bless this bread and all who eat it." This is just to bless the household, bless everyone who eats it and enjoys it, and it's just another Irish tradition. And then you just bake it in the oven for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. If you think the crust is starting to get like too dark and brown, you can just throw some tin foil on top and then let it cook for the remaining time. And then you let it cool for 10 minutes and then you can enjoy it. I baked another one to show you, but my family got into it, but here's what it looks like. It's really good. So I hope you enjoyed my speech, and I hope you get to make this at home. Thanks for watching, and here's my audience again. And then you just put it in the oven. Bye!